ho 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 ho.
So why did I choose this place? When I first came here in 1978, I flew into the valley, got off the plane, looked up at the mountains, felt the energy of this land, and I just felt I had arrived home. It just felt like the most beautiful, powerful place I had ever seen or stepped on. And I just felt this very deep connection with the place immediately. So that's why I chose this place. I just thought it was the most beautiful, sacred, powerful place I'd ever been in my life.
Anime, don't leave me here to cry. You leave me. I believe I will die. Anime, I can't live without you. You. I can't live without you. And then I told her,
wow, that's stuff.
anime, I want you for my own anime. Oh, anime. My own anime.
A gente só trouxemos a mensagem só vamos trazer a mensagem só para a Hanne do projeto. Agora vai ver se manda o projeto ainda daqui pro final dessa semana, manda o projeto já por internet pra gente dar uma olhada nele e ver como que a gente tem que fazer.
A gente tá filmando a gente, né? Aqui em Nova York, primeiro dia.
Ah, agora que esquenta tudo.
Until we go home or somewhere else. Oh, os novos yorquinos. Oh, nem precisamos dormir. Oh, no mesmo caminho. Vamos pra casa ao sair. Oh, eternos yorquinos. Oh, tão vagabundos. Oh.
Cara, você viu que ele é do Haiti, né? Do Haiti. Ama o Brasil por causa do futebol. Aí eu falei pra ele, olha, nem fala em futebol comigo, que a gente tá jogando tão mal. Todo mundo faz gozação da gente, sabia?
É, a gente lascar, só quando eu entrar lá pra ver.
Cinco, 4, 3, 2, 1. Os nossos convidados de hoje são dois líderes do povo indígena Ashaninka da floresta amazônica do Brasil. Benck Pianco e Moisés Pianco vieram aos Estados Unidos convidados pela Hanne Strong, a fundadora da ONG Earth Restoration Corps, para um encontro com líderes espirituais. I'm gonna do that again, I'm sorry. Should I take from here?
Hoje a gente está vindo de um outro lugar muito diferente do Brasil. Temos culturas diferentes, chegando até aqui dentro de uma sede da ONU, né, mundial, onde tem todo esse armamento que pra gente isso é muito ruim, porque a gente batalha sobre a paz também, batalhamos sobre a defesa dos seres humanos, sobre a defesa da floresta, sobre a defesa dos animais, sobre a defesa da terra. Esse é o mundo que a gente convive.
Onde a gente pode se juntar e conhecer né, que em toda parte do nosso planeta existe as nossas forças tradicionais, né, e espirituais, que pode trazer um resultado muito grande, uma inspiração muito grande para cima de toda a população que mora hoje nesse planeta.
Bem, que quais as questões mais importantes nesse momento para os Ashaninka?
Esse momento é a gente estar podendo divulgar um pouco de nossas culturas, um pouco de nosso povo, e dizer que existe um povo tradicional, um povo que tem hoje, mantém toda uma cultura e que ainda tem esperança de que pode chegar esse novo milênio que vem pela frente aí. Uma grande esperança para toda a população desse mundo, né, que hoje que vive nesse planeta.
É difícil, né? Mas a vida da gente é uma vida muito bem vivida, né? E seria melhor ainda se ninguém tivesse a preocupação, por exemplo, de invasores que entram dentro das nossas áreas indígenas para invadir, tentar tirar o que a gente tem, né? Destruir o que nós temos, e não só na parte material, como na nossa tradição também, né?
I mean, you know, he must feel with his heart, you know, instead of just
He's
one of
coming.
those.
He's coming in August. You should meet with him.
Yeah, where?
We should meet. He's going to Washington.
Mm-hmm. Give
And I
me
was
the
trying to
dates.
convince him to go to New York, but I don't know. And he's coming with Maria Allegretti. This is the lady that I wanted to indicate for PNUD, that Maurice asked me an indication of somebody that could take care of sustainable development all over the world. He asked, do you know any Brazilian woman?
Aqui em Colorado, né, foi mais ou menos 2 horas da tarde. E nós ficamos até agora bem 7 horas da noite. Estou vendo aqui uma coisa meio diferente, muito diferente, né? Inclusive diferente de onde a gente estava hoje pela manhã. Aqui eu estou vendo assim uma coisa aqui muito diferente por causa da mata, que não tem, né? Só é campo, só é pasto. E até a hora dessa também ainda está de dia, o sol ainda está de fora. E é quase 8 horas da noite.
Last year, before the summit at the United Nations, I had come here, and here I had a vision. I had seen something. So coming here this time is the fulfillment of that vision, to realize that vision. And I hope from this I'll get new direction of what we are going to do further after this. To me, this is a very sacred place.
Really? Why?
Waka has some wonderful energy, rest on. And I've felt in the past, when I've come here, I don't need to sleep more than a couple of hours, 2 hours, and I've got all the energy. I feel as fresh as ever. And great things have happened here in the past. So traditionally, this is my getaway. This is the time which I want to spend with myself. Otherwise, I lead a public life.
This valley also is a place of origins of humanity. So, I mean, it's like I was confirmed that I knew this place already. I'd been here before in the very early days when humanity first originated here. So it's like my soul came home.
Essa noite era umas 1h30, 2 horas da manhã. E ele, né, tinha uma luz branca assim, parecia uma sombra, uma pessoa que estava em pé ali, e aquilo lumiava bem branco, um brilho assim que não dá para me falar como era. A luz subia, o arco-íris daquela luz. O meu peito parece que está assim, tremendo, minha carne dentro, meu coração gela e esquenta, e essa imagem não sai da minha luz, né?
Doaram algumas terras, né, algum pedaço de terra para várias religiões que fazem parte dessa comunidade alternativa aqui, né?
But, you know, the gold miners,
There's gold.
lots of gold.
Falou que tem muito ouro aqui, então os gold miners o ano inteiro estão pegando pesado. Então, quando tem ouro, o pessoal realmente, né?
Big trouble.
Well, but it's a private-owned land.
Well, even with a national park,
This is a
and,
park,
private,
international
you know,
park.
you have the mineral rights separate from the land.
Mineral rights? Well, but if you have a national park and you extract minerals, you're going to destroy the national park.
Well, of course, but they don't
They
care.
can't do this in national parks.
Sure they can. They can. All they can do is declare national emergency. This is the only water left in the southwest. New Mexico is running out of
They
water.
could even disappropriate you, right?
Well, they did already. They took 40,000 acres.
Caramba! Ela falou assim, agora é a última alternativa para esse estado aqui, do sudeste, né? Porque é o único lugar que
No
tem água.
compensation.
Então eu falei, caramba, então ela falou assim, eles podem declarar emergência nacional, é o presidente, entendeu? E aí eu falei, mas Ana, então eles podem desapropriar a sua terra. Ela, Ana, já desapropriaram 40 mil hectares e vão desapropriar mais.
Não.
Acho que ela comprou esse tanto de terra aqui para preservar, né? When you bought this was to preserve the whole... Para preservar.
I'm Wiley LaRock. I'm a Turtle Mountain Chippewa from Belcourt, North Dakota. I'm here just to support Mother Earth, and I'm very happy to be here. And there's so much to be learned, and I'm just want to be happy to be a part of that learning process. Just how to love without any prejudice, love equally, love everybody, love everything. Things that we see and things that we don't see.
Well, we're learning the original ways of the earth, how to restore her. Nature's own ways of restoration. Not the way of the scientist, the way the earth really works, and how do you work with her the way she really works. So that's what we learned this morning.
Bom, isso pra mim aqui, Nicole, é uma coisa assim que a gente viu, né? É uma luz que apareceu entre nós com a Hanne, e que nós estamos podendo ver muitas coisas importantes, interessantes que aqui existe no outro lado do planeta, e que nós estamos querendo ajudar a viver, a ter um mundo melhor, construir e unir nossas forças, podermos compartilhar com nossos irmãos dessa terra o nosso futuro, a nossa vida, para poder fortalecer e melhorar a qualidade de vida de cada um, tanto a terra, quanto nós, quanto as árvores, quanto as águas, quanto o vento, que hoje está sendo muito poluído.
It's very strong. It's very gentle. It's very powerful. It's very soft and very smooth. It's like a fresh breath of air, fresh water, good earth.
Ele que dá essa respiração para nós tão suave, e essa respiração, a limpeza, vem dessa peneira da floresta, que é as folhas, né? E isso, para mim, é um momento de nós estar podendo compartilhar, ajudar e a mostrar para ele de que maneira nós podemos ajudar a natureza, o vento, a água, os nascentes, a terra, esse lugar sagrado que a gente hoje tem em todas as pontas que aqui tem, que tem outros lugares daqui também.
Capuana, enane, capuana, hey, 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 olá, 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 ye, yepi, ye, yepi, ye. Guana, 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 gua, chu. Guana, 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 gua, chu. Guana, 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 gua, chu. Inane capuana, hey, 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 hola, 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 ye, yippee, ye, yippee, ye. Goo-na, 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 goo-ah, choo.
The next generation and basically let them know the truth, that if we keep going in this direction, there's going to be nothing left for them in 15, 20 years. And there'll be nothing for their children and their grandchildren unless we make a drastic change of direction. So instead of going in the direction on consuming, waste, greed, we need to turn around to a direction where we will develop the highest aspect of being a human, which is the culture, which is the spirit, and which is balance, balance with the natural world, balance with the universe. So part of the program is reteaching the great laws that governs the universe, the great laws that governs the earth, nature's own laws. Because, of course, if you don't know these laws and you don't know how to live in balance, you only know the other way. So it's like we have to retrain humanity to live in balance, because humanity is now completely out of balance with each other and the natural world. So that's our main aim. And, we're just having our meetings now with partners from around the world, and, lining up the right teachers. That's why we have our friends, the Ashaninkas here, that are already training young people in this way. And they have a beautiful model on how to do this that we're hoping to use around the world.
I want to say to the camera that eu quero falar para os meus amigos do Brasil que eu tô aqui em Crestone, que esse lugar, Nossa Senhora, eu já, como a primeira vez que eu fui para a Amazônia, que eu sofri, aqui também eu tô sofrendo, mas eu tô ficando muito forte agora. Tô ficando muito feliz e muito forte de estar aqui. E eu não sei para onde os meus amigos estão levando o carro. Ok, nós estamos chegando na casa da Dona Hanna. Vamos lá. Dona Hanna. Depois de fazer um passeio na piscina, na cidade. Olha só essa casa aqui. Bonita mesmo. Aqui tudo é bonito. Acho que ninguém tá em casa. Nobody home. Let's see.
Que não sei nem explicar, né? Tem essa reconhecência que é um lugar muito sagrado, assim, de água muito quente, saindo da terra, e que pra gente aqui é muito importante, né? Estar conhecendo um lugar desse, e que traz muita energia também, é um lugar muito puro também, né? É onde dá energia para muita gente aqui.
That's my otter. Yeah. My mom gets chocolate chips. Yeah, it's an otter. My mom gets these on the inside.
I told you it's an otter.
Is it good? Very. Yeah. It saves the animals. See, I saved the turtle.
You saved the turtle?
Yeah.
Why? If you buy, you save.
Yeah, they're endangered, so when you buy it, you get money, and they give it to the animals.
And where are these animals? Show me. That's beautiful. Are you saving this animal? Really?
I'm saving for you.
You're saving coconuts too?
No.
No?
We are in Cresto now. It is 8,000 feet above sea level. And here is where a lot of religions and a lot of spirituality is found. We have the Tibetans, we have the Buddhists, the Japanese, we have the Indians, we have the Native Americans, we have the Carmelites, and we have Buddhists from Bhutan, and we have a mixture of many religions and many spiritual groups. And I think there's something magical about this place because people come here to seek the truth, to seek the path, to purify themselves, and at the same time, to purify the earth.
buffalo for the warriors, and vegetarian for the Jains, and chicken for everybody else.
Hannah, what's vegetarian? Show me what's vegetarian.
Well, vegetarian.
Okay. Let's take
You
a
can
look.
tell. Vegetarian. This is the best. Yeah, this is the best. Yeah, this is the best. And then this is vegetarian. It's got the mushrooms.
No, this is chicken.
That's a beautiful shot, Ana Luisa.
Thank you.
We, the indigenous people, are not benefiting economically, socially, educationally, and to the degree that we continue to be oppressed way down there and have a chance to look with eyes of faith into the future. Because this is what it says in the sacred writings, that the future is great for us, indigenous peoples. But the way it is right now today, we have become very dependent upon whatever people are saying and whatever people are doing around us. Ho ho. Ho ho. Ho ho. Ho 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 ho
They will speak to the whole community. Yeah.
Também tem uma noite que ela está fazendo que é essa para levantar fundos, que vocês vão estar falando para a comunidade, né? Daqui.
Ah, tá. Legal.
Então, as duas
So in there all the foods. Then we grow some sacred tobacco.
Oh, they use tobacco a lot over there.
Well, I'll give them some of the tobacco we grow. It's very powerful tobacco.
A comida que eles comem, que são as frutas, as coisas que eles plantam mesmo para comerem por aqui. E que ela também planta aqui tabaco sagrado. O marido dela me perguntou se eu podia indicar alguém que era para trabalhar na ONU e tomar conta de todos os projetos de desenvolvimento sustentável no mundo. Imagina a Maria fazendo isso. Vai ter muito poder, muito dinheiro. Mas aí ela falou assim, mas por que você está querendo dar de mão beijada ela para ele? Se ela é tão boa assim, vamos trazer ela para trabalhar com a gente. Porque esse é o movimento das pessoas, entendeu? Não vamos envolver governo, porque as Nações Unidas representam todos os governos do mundo. Então é muita burocracia.
My name is Bawa Jain. I'm visiting Crestone to wish Hannah a happy 60th birthday.
What do you do?
My work is focused at the United Nations, and my mission has been to bring religious leaders to the work of the United Nations. In that I mean that religious leaders and spiritual leaders have a critical role to play in today's society. The age that we are coming into now has to be rooted in our spiritual traditions. There has to be a greater influence and greater awareness of the spiritual in our daily lives. I'm trying to bring that to the center stage in the world.
My name is Makpia Peta. I'm an Ogallala Lakota from Pine Ridge, that's in the state of South Dakota. My Christian name, I'm George Amiot. What I do is I'm a post-traumatic stress disorder therapist. What that is, I work with people that have been traumatized, and I help them find themselves again. I help them find a foundation of understanding as to their pain, and growing and learning and understanding their relationship to themselves and their earth.
Especially amongst the Republicans, you know, that are into Christianity and fundamentalist Christianity. You had a Secretary of the Interior actually say publicly, we might as well take all the resources out of the earth because Armageddon is right around the corner. It's going to happen anyway, so we might as well take it. So if with a mentality like that, what chances do you have? Not much.
It has taken a lot of time for man to evolve, and we have to understand that we're in evolution at this point in time. This is the year 2001. And right now at this point in time, there's many indigenous prophecies that are coming alive. People that are indigenous peoples that have spoken of these things 500 years ago. Those prophecies are still alive. And they're talking about this time. They're talking about people coming together. I mean, just like this gathering now at this point in time.
The reason the U.S. government is not willing to collaborate or to sign the Kyoto Treaty, it's very simple. America is being run by corporations. You know, the real power in this country is corporations. They are the ones with the money, and whoever holds the money, you know, has the power. And if the Kyoto Treaty was to be signed, corporations would have to slow down. They would have to spend trillions of dollars on cleaning up their acts, which they're not willing to spend. You know, I mean, a corporation is there to serve its shareholders. I mean, you have corporate leaders that make $14 to $20 million a year salaries, you know, plus bonuses and shares. And their only interest has to be to have profits for the shareholders. So it's, you know, it's about how much can you extract out of the earth to pay yourself and your shareholders. It is not about what can you do to preserve. They don't see any money in that. So it's all about money and power and greed. And, you know, when you start telling guys like that about nature's laws, never take more than what you need. When you take something from nature, give something back, they think you're crazy. They just want to keep on extracting and getting these trillions of dollars into their banking systems. And you know, it's like they don't care about destroying the planet. But it is the major corporations that are destroying the planet. And they are in charge because they are the ones that pay the bills for the governments. You know, where does all this campaign funds come from? It comes from the oil industry, the forestry industry, the uranium industry, the coal industry. You know, these are the guys, the water industry, that put these politicians in office. And when they put them in office, they start collecting. So if this government was to implement the Kyoto Treaty, it would hurt these corporations. And, you know, governments can't afford to do that. You know, they sold their souls to the money that these corporations put forth. It's very simple. And, you know, you look at Buchanan, I mean, these politicians, you know, they've done their homework. And they know what it's going to cost to implement the Kyoto Treaty. And it's trillions of dollars, and they don't want to spend it. Really happy to introduce you to our friends, relatives from the deepest part of the Amazonia. They're right next to the Peruvian border. And many years ago, they were in this valley. So they're coming back home, which is very unique.
First of all, we should live in harmony with all beings on the planet. For some reason or the other, all the beings here on the planet, both plants and animal, seem to live in perfect harmony with Mother Earth, except one species, us humans. We don't have a clue what we are doing. Where on earth are we going?
This is Pinky and Moisey and the beautiful Ana Luisa, translator. And next to Ana Luisa, you have Black Thunder. So they're going to tell you a little bit about their home in Amazonia. They're going to play some of their sacred songs.
here. This valley is very sacred. Thousands of years ago, the natives have been and gone through this place, and they've blessed, and it's very sacred ground. And the mountains, the valleys, the waterfalls, and the rivers have all been blessed, and there's a spiritual being that guards this place. It's magical. Coming here for me is like overhauling my whole body and recharging myself to reconnect with Mother Earth once again. Be one with the rocks and the mountains and the trees and the grass. Give out energy to them, and at the same time take out energy to go back to the world and accept the challenges. Learning from my brothers in the native Amazon jungle and learning their traditional ways and traditions is so enriching for me. It tells me that there are still people out there living sustainably with Mother Earth, laying very light footprints on the planet without polluting or destroying it. That's what we have to learn from them. We have to learn from indigenous culture and think for 7 generations ahead before we start destroying the whole planet. We have to learn to treat the Earth's wealth as a source, not a resource, for the reason that resources always dry up, but sources, they last forever.
Interessados nesse trabalho, né? E a gente está juntando as pessoas que estão mais interessadas, que é isso que nós todos queremos fazer, né? Para que elas levem isso para mais longe, cada vez mais longe, para poder isso crescer mesmo.
Unidos nós sois vós, América. Unidos nós, América, sois. Unidos nós sois vós, América. Unidos nós, América, sois. Seremos talvez galveses, seremos talvez galvez, seremos talvez galveses, seremos talvez galvez. Unidos nós sois vós, América. Unidos nós, América, sois. Unidos nós sois vós, América. Unidos nós, América, sois. Seremos talvez galveses.
Vamos chegar no carro. Mais envelope. Mais desse.
And excuse me.
Good morning, High Valley. This is Vicki.
Are those?
A low-cost motel. They would, the Silver Ridge maybe. Can you hang on? I've got a customer right now. That's all right. Thank you. And these cards.
How much are they?
They're 75 cents off. So they're $1.25 each.
Beautiful.
$47.13.
Seremos talvez gauleses, seremos talvez galvez. Fantástico.